Hello, Leo. I am Illuminaughty Mystex, and I am back. I apologize for my lack of videos at the end of the year last year, but new year, new me, you know what I mean? Same old fucking channel, though. Same old shit, same old shenanigans. So anyways, you can check out the New Year's video. There's some updates, some new stuff, things that maybe you'll look forward to. Whatever, go check out the video, and let's see what's going on in the life of Leo. This is mostly going to be the same as it always is. I'm doing the Thoth reading, just standard general stuff. The demons are going to be work, finances, career related, but special thing I'm doing this round of videos. I lost a face-up card in there somewhere. The Halloween oracle that I usually use to channel messages, I am pulling one for a New Year's resolution. Thought that would be cute. So that's what I'm doing. Okay? I also, I had this song stuck in my head earlier, and I didn't listen to it or anything, and it just popped in my head again after I was listening to music before I started, and I was trying to sing those to myself, and then it came back up anyway. I think it's the Backstreet Boys. Oh, I will love you more than that. I won't say the words and take them back. Don't give loneliness a chance. Baby, listen to me when I say I will love you more than that. Don't know why that's on my mind. So maybe you've been listening to boy bands or something. Like you have. Yeah, if I'm gonna listen to a boy band, honestly, I was going to boy band concerts in the 90s, but if I'm listening to a boy band, it's One Direction. Truly. So, I love you, Harry Styles. What's his sign? Does anybody know? Is he a Leo? Is that why I brought this up? I don't think so. I think he's a Libra. I feel like I just looked it up. I think he's a Libra. Anyway. So, truth be told, I restarted this video a couple times because it's my first of the day, and it sometimes, even though I was doing them yesterday, sometimes it just takes a second to kind of get in it, you know? It just does. And the first couple times, I wasn't getting any cards either. And since I started singing and shit, now there's too many. Oh, way too many. I gotta cut them off. I wanted this to just be a short thing. I thought it was going to be a short thing because it was no cards. But now there's oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't know about all this, Leo. I feel like I'm just gonna toss those to the side. I feel like that's it's this feeling in my head just won't go away. I almost want to start the video over again. Part of me is no, yeah, I might, but it's no, you've done this so many times and now I gotta hear it. Look at this mess. Think they don't want to know? I'm gonna move on. What is the bottom of the deck anyway? 2 of Swords, peace. It's not going to be that bad. It looks pretty bad from where I'm sitting, but the 2 of Swords being peace at the bottom of the deck, it ain't going to be that bad. Okay, and New Year's resolution for Leo. You have 2, but they're both skulls, so we're going to take them both. I think that's going to work well together. So yeah, just doing one oracle today, just because, you know, new year. I love resolutions. Watch the goddamn video. I don't need to explain myself twice. Alright, let's get started. I was quoting a video game in my head from like back in the day, but I don't know what it was. It's just like the voice and the phrase, so if you caught the reference, I don't even remember it. Okay. Holy shit, this has been going on for 6 minutes already? This is exactly what I'm talking about. The only person who ever told me to make my videos shorter, granted this was back when they were like less than 15 minutes as it was a fucking Leo being like they should be even shorter. And I'm like, everyone else wants them to be longer, and it's like, no, just a couple minutes shorter. Okay, so anyway, a lot going on here. Princess of Cups right up top. So again, with the head stuff, I feel like maybe it's your head stuff, okay? Maybe dealing with an Aries, because Aries is the head. I feel like when I get that feeling in my head, it's like messages coming through, but like I don't think they're for me because I didn't feel it until I started the videos, and it was just like, god damn it, and I had to keep stopping and trying to like relax, get out of my head and move on. But I just feel like there's something very pertinent for at least one of you Leos. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. But I had to get that out so that it would stop bugging me, you know? Speaking of bugs, the movie Ants is amazing. Okay, I'm going. Princess of Cups, headspace, you know? It's like being at the bottom of the cup and wondering when it's going to fill up, but then also being patient and knowing that it will, or something like that. It could be a daughter, because the Cups family often represents family when I do my readings, but it's really going to be about your mindset and the way that you're thinking, okay? And it's about evolving in that sense, because I'm going to go ahead and say you are nowhere near where you need to be mentally, period. It's not even like a mental health emotion kind of thing. It's like your thought process is just not there, you know, there where it needs to be. It's not bad either. It's the Princess of Cups, but it's also a journey into, okay, well, maybe I'm going to make the decision to, for example, be more grateful. I'm going to make the decision. One of my New Year's resolutions is talking less shit. So that kind of thing. You know, maybe I can feed myself positivity. Maybe I will such and such, so and so. You know, just pick your thing, but it's time. If you are thinking about changing your perspective in some way, this is your sign to do it. You know? And it sounds silly because it's like, isn't everyone positive? And it's like, not really. Like, I lived in negativity for a long time where it was like, it was like fun to criticize. It was cool to be a bitch and all that kind of thing. It's not. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's not. Being a hater sucks. So, I'm not saying that's what it is, but there's a reason I said it. Okay. I'm sorry, that did take up 10 minutes. I don't like doing that, but I'm telling you, it was... I couldn't not say it. So, Princess of Cups. I think another reason that I did say it is because I think a lot of you are already realizing some of these things about something about your mind, okay? Your thought process, you know. It could be even like paranoia, where you're like always thinking a worst case scenario or something like that. You're starting to be like, all right, this is actually getting to me. This is actually making my life worse. You know, it's that kind of first step is acceptance or something. You're there, so it's time to push forward because guess what? Like, it's finally fucking come back to you. And if it hasn't yet, it's going to. So, here we are. I have a face down card. The mug's kind of in the way. Face down card, and these is where I'm going to start. We have the star. So, could be dealing with an Aquarius. Could be a timeline, starting Aquarius season, which is in a couple weeks until February. Could also just come to you as a surprise. Maybe you didn't realize there was anything wrong with the way that you are or something. I don't know. Leos are very typically egotistical, although I know a lot of really down-to-earth, cool Leos, as much as I know maybe more cocky Leos. You know, it's a mix. Not everybody's the same. And that is a Leo trait, too, is to be very individualistic. So, I don't know why I just felt like crumpling that up for you. It's stuff you're avoiding, and it's going to surprise you. I don't know, because you have the universe and the Ten of Swords. That's why I'm like, not sure what to tell you. It's kind of weird, right? It's, on one hand, everything works out and is going well for you and is for your highest good, but on the same fucking hand, it's chaos around you. Ten of Swords is when everything around you falls apart, right? Similar to the Tower, but almost more personal and less in control, more out of your control. Whereas the Tower, more than likely, is our own doing. This is like the doings around you. So, as much as you need to change your attitude, it's almost like it's not your fault, whatever's happening. Whatever happens in Aquarius season or coming up or coming as some surprise, like you might not be aware of the situation. It works out, but it's just going to fall apart. So, I don't know. Immediately, the Tower. You had Ten of Swords, and then this next row here immediately goes to the Tower. So, some things are not your fault, but again, some things are. So, this is part of the mind shift that you need to embark on, which I think you've already started. You've come to your own realization. I did not need to tell you that kind of thing, alright? But you kind of, you see it, but it's far beyond your control at this point. Everything. Total chaos. Inside and outside. Crazy. The Fool. Going on a journey. Kind of like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Kind of like, I gotta keep moving. Kind of like, I better try something new. Six Cups, pleasure. Paired with Six of Swords, science. Pleasure and science. 6 and 6. Great shit, really. I mean, we love to see the double numbers. Science is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Pleasure is also great. Could even be feminine coming in. Feminine pleasure. It's a very Ionic card to me, so I just always mention that. Again, things working out. You continuing to enjoy yourself. Really wild stuff, you know? And this year, the Tower has often represented as the pandemic, so you might just be getting hit pretty hard with that stuff, okay? You might need to just cool it down. Maybe you're not staying home like you should be, or you have people over like you shouldn't be, kind of thing. It's not meant to be like a direct call out or anything, but you know, we all have our circles, and a lot of people are going to work, and I completely understand. Well, if I have to go to work and risk my life, why can I not enjoy myself? And you should be able to, but you're probably taking more precautions and being safer at work rather than when you are being casual, going out, etc. So, seeing both the Ten of Swords and the Tower, especially back to back. It's like, yeah, sure, things are going on around you and it's not your fault, but also, yes, maybe you've caused some of it, but also general pandemic vibes, right? So, however it resonates. Like, if you got really hard, you know, you get your hours cut, or you took a pay decrease, or whatever. It's depends on your situation. Eight of Cups, indolence, laziness. That's really weird. It's like you're not putting in any effort into any of this. You know, it's like you've been given this, but you're not taking it seriously. You're like, see, I'm fine. I'm good. Go right back to this bullshit. Being lazy, you know. Keeping your space clean is going to help keep your mind clean. And I don't know how else to explain that. Knight of Wands. Fire. Love to see it. The masculine. Fire signs are masculine. So this is big you energy. But it's also represents passion. It might be a savior. If you're dealing with another fire sign, if you are just dealing with someone who is more emotionally in tune than you are, someone who can teach you things, they're coming in to rescue you, or you are coming in to rescue yourself. You might realize that you're getting a little lazy. You might take this video to heart even and just be like, I'll save myself, or I will accept the help, or whoever the knight is for you. We got a face down card, and then we got the moon, so could be dealing with a Pisces. Could just be manifesting at dark times. You get the Ten of Swords, the Tower, and the moon. And the moon's the best of the three of those, but it's also supposed to represent night and struggles that go on when you can't see, basically. You know? Like Amazing Grace just popped in my head. Was blind, but now I see. That's gonna be you. Because you're gonna be like, yeah. Because that's the thing. It's about how you react during those times. Right? So if you sit there and don't do shit and get real lazy about it and blah blah blah, then you're not gonna like produce the best fruit. But if you turn that shit around and take charge again, you will yield better results. We'll see what's between the night and the moon. We'll see what's kind of stopping you from that. Then we have the Hermit, so maybe dealing with a Virgo, but also looking within. So again, I do feel like this Knight of Wands is not somebody else. I think it's you. I think it's you reclaiming your independence, reestablishing yourself as a human being. I feel like some of you are living like trolls. I don't know why. It's just kind of the energy of the read. But looking within. Taking time to yourself. Especially if the COVID thing hit and you're like, yeah, that might be me. Staying home, for real. Right? And again, could be Virgo. Could be self-reliance. Okay? Two of Cups, love. I'm almost got, okay, if you are seeing a Virgo or something, this might be a Virgo. It might also be that taking this time to yourself is going to lead you to love. Could be self-love. Could be finding love if you're not already in love. Could be rekindling love if you are. Again, if there's a Virgo involved, love is there. Okay? And then Five of Discs, worry. So maybe worrying about money, but maybe actually meaning getting your shit together. Because we went from the Ten of Swords and the Tower back to a 5. Even though we're switching over to discs. Okay? It's almost like, okay, I got everything else in order. I finally am recalibrating and stepping into the frequency of love here. Okay? Because I took time to myself and I was my own savior and I manifested a new reality. And then, okay, so now I can think about money and physical stuff and finances and work and everything like that. Once you do the personal stuff, you'll be able to focus on the physical stuff. But right now, I think you might be losing your shit, or your physical is becoming less and less balanced. because there's so much other shit that you need to address or deal with. Then once you finally do that, you can move back to money, and yeah, the situation's not gonna be great because you've been a fucking mess or whatever, you know? Whatever. It's not like magic per se. It's manifesting, which some would argue is magic, but you get what I mean. Fucking A, it's 20 minutes, but 2020. Okay, so worry, whatever. A little bit of anxiety, it's manageable. Queen of Wands, that love person, okay? Like, I'm definitely sensing a relationship, possibly with a Virgo or with another fire sign, right? I almost said Leo instead of fire, so take how it resonates there. But, yeah, Queen of Wands, she's in tune, she's in control. She's got a fucking cheetah for a pet. She knows exactly what she's doing. She can speak from the heart, okay? So, we love to see a pair. We really do. And then Four of Wands, completion. Yeah. I'm sensing that a new love will be coming in almost for some of you. But if you are with someone and it's been rocky, I see it working out. Especially if it's double fire. But yeah, look at this row of wands here too. All that fire for you, Leo. Love to see the passion there. Love to see the love. Love to see the emotions. Love to see you as you are. Right, so completion, fulfillment, ending cycles, you know, breaking out. Adjustment could be Libra, if you're dealing with a Libra, but, I mean, you've gotten quite a few of the zodiacs. You got Aquarius, Pisces, Libra, Virgo. Maybe that was it. I guess that's not that many, but it kind of is, you know, it kind of is. Anyway, could be timeline stuff, too. Whereas we started with Aquarius and then it was Pisces, so this could be your calendar. And then Virgo would be a few months down the line, and then Libra after that, right? So we could be talking about a calendar. But adjustment is, you know, getting used to shit. And it's also justice in most decks, whereas it's adjustment in this one. But either way, I think it's looking pretty good for you. It's just like you do have quite a bit of work ahead of you. So up top we have the Princess of Swords. So doubling up on that air energy. It's funny because I feel like maybe a lot of you, because Leos are so unique, it's almost like there is no perfect pair for Leo. And I can think of a lot of Leos I know who are in relationships with a bunch of different signs, you know, and I can see it in the reading too, because so many people came up with so many things. But Princess of Swords would be doubling up on that Aquarius energy right there, but also pettiness and maybe avoiding the work, right? You think it's like somebody who's hurting more than helping, even though they're putting in their best efforts and whatnot. And then somewhere in the middle there we have Seven of Discs, failure. Okay, that's the thing. If you don't get on top of your shit and you don't start, I'm telling you, start with the mentality. Wake up every day and like speak your blessings and your gratitude and shit. Make lists, right? You have to start doing that, which I don't know many Leos that aren't generally positive, so it is very strange to be giving you that advice, but you might just be better at keeping it suppressed than the rest of us, whereas, you know, especially earth sign demeanors are very, I almost said grim, and then I thought morbid, and I'm like, damn, that's really dark, but you kind of get what I'm saying, you know? Scorpios are born in Halloween season. And then unicursal hexagram. Okay, so love again. You got the Knight and the Queen of Wands, and you got the Two of Cups, and you got the unicursal hexagram, which is divine feminine and divine masculine coming together in divine union. So there's a lot of love here. It's just a matter of like if you can like handle it almost, or if you can get to the point where you can accept it in your life even. You know, you might be pushing someone away with your negative bullshit, even if you're not pushing them away by speaking it vocally to them, you're manifesting it in your mind and therefore creating it in your reality. So you need to watch out for that, right? On the side we have the Eon, which is judgment, tip it up. It's somebody either judging you or you judging yourself, you judging them, etc. Some situation of judgment. Could even, I don't know, I've never thought about it before, but it could be like court or some kind of actual judge. I just thought for some reason. Maybe that's what the money thing is about. If you are dealing with a court case, it looks like it might cost you more than you make, unfortunately. Of course, we all want good news. That's not the best news, but, you know, it'll be worth it in the end. Okay, so remember that. If it's like a custody battle or something and you have to pay child support, but at least you get to see your kid, right? It's on its side, so it's undetermined, but we did see that 7 of discs in there, which is why I'm like, yep, it might not work out for the financially the best, but it will be for the best in the long run. Or it's going to cost you, but it might, again, still work out, even financially. Maybe if it's a settlement, you have to pay for your lawyer, but you win the case or something. I don't know. You got the 6 and the 7 of discs, so anyway, some kind of judgment, undecided at the moment. You know, you can like continue to be a hater and continue to criticize or whatever, or you can just kind of open your mind, let your heart be free, and enjoy the things that make it beat. Okay. We do, like I said, have the 6 of discs, so maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe there will be some success if there is a court case going on. You will win in some capacity, okay? Maybe a good agreement, even if it's costing you, even if it's annoying, even, you know, whatever. If you are worried about money, if there has been issues dealing with COVID affecting your job, or even trying to get unemployment or something, I also see that working out. You have to stick to it, and the thing is, you have to call those things into your world, okay? It's tough because we think we're doing it by speaking it, but it's like, what do you think about before you go to bed? Do you think about how stressed you are, or do you think about how blessed you are? Okay? Are you sitting there counting dollars, or are you shaving sheep? Desperate for money. I need this wool. And the sheep's like, I need to be warm. It's winter. And you're like, I don't care. And then all the sheep are mad and they run away, and then no more wool, but at least you got money, I guess. Or are you just like, damn, look at these stacks, you know? Whatever. Okay. So, I see it working out, but boom, mindset. This is what we're talking about, cups. It's going to be up to you to do it and to make it life for you. And then a face down card, and then the 3 of discs works. Again, if you're dealing with a custody battle, I see a balance coming. I see a good agreement. I see stability. I see, you know, the 3 here. It looks good for you. It looks good for you. Face down, 9 of Wands, strength. So the interesting thing, in most decks, the lust card is actually strength, and strength is Leo. So there's no strength in this deck in the major arcana, but there is in the minor arcana. So this is a very Leo card because Wands is fire as well, but strength, that is the Leo card. So you better be mentally prepared and not just financially. You're worried about not being financially prepared. You need to be worried about being mentally prepared. Period. But you will be coming to agreements. Things will be smoothing out. This tower energy is not going to last forever. Oh my god, this video is already 30 minutes, dude. What the fuck? Okay, on its side, we have Sorrow and the Emperor. 3 of Swords and the Emperor on its side. It could be dealing with an Aries. It's like, welcome them into your... kind of surrender and welcome them into your life. Could be a father figure, a boss. Like I said, an Aries, something like that. Someone who's helping you and you don't want to let them in, or, you know, you might be happier without them, but you might seek more help, you know. They might be here being like, yeah, I'll do what you need me to do, but I'm also in charge, and you're like, I don't really like that. That upsets me. I don't like to not be in control of the situation. But without them, yes, you're a lot happier, but you're like, oh shit, maybe, you know, I'm just a knight. I maybe needed the Emperor. And then, of course, we have art, which is Sagittarius, so you double fire, but not Leo. Taking a break, and it feels good, right? Because the art card is also temperance. Temperance is sobriety, taking breaks, etc. And then reverse it. This part's a little confusing. It feels like very out of place for the rest of the reading, but somebody, you might be even trying to choose between an Aries and a Sagittarius, and I'm going to tell you right now, the Sagittarius is the correct choice. Okay? Just want to point that out. You are sad. Sorrow with the Leo, you're like, or with the Aries, oh shit, wrong choice, but without the Aries, without sadness, with the Sagittarius, we like that better, so we're going Sagittarius here. It's also art, you know, the absence of this person might fuel your creativity more, okay, so I think it's just a lot to take in, and it's a lot to think about. I'm going to try to wrap it up in the next 5 fucking minutes, because, I don't know, I told too many stories and shit. I'm taking this one. Just making it longer here. This is going to be work, finances, and shit for Leo, okay? Cerebus first. Focus on humility and finding comfort within means instead of wanting beyond budget. Boom. That's exactly what we're talking about. You need to realize that we are living in a pandemic. It means that you might order something online and it doesn't come for a month, and then it's like, shit, was that a bad investment? Because now I don't even have the thing I need. And what if you gotta go to the store and buy it, okay? Or maybe you need to wait for it to go on sale instead of being like, oh fuck, my check isn't as much as it was. I didn't make as much in tips, right? You need to account for the fact that things are being shifted and we are in a pandemic and blah, 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 okay? Watch yourself. Watch your spending, all right? And then we got Malthus last minute. Just throw that in there. Focus on physical or metaphorical structure, creating strong foundations or finding weaknesses and seemingly indestructible barriers. Things you think are chill, things you think are all straight and set. Again, this COVID shit really does affect people, and I think you're not really thinking long term, or you're not thinking about others in that scenario. People who have to be the ones to cut the hours kind of thing. Like, they don't want to do that to you, but they gotta do what they gotta do. So you need to, like, no, I don't know. I feel like I got lost on that one. Structure, though. Creating strong foundations or finding weaknesses and seemingly indestructible barriers. You're going to have to take that how it resonates. I'm moving on. New Year's resolution? Oh yeah, you got 2 of these too, man. I'm so sorry. So you got Skull of Stars, Infinite Possibilities, and you also got Skull of Darkness, which is blind spots, okay? So here's the thing. The light and the dark. Love that. I feel like that was the whole fucking reading that we were just talking about over and over again. I'm going to keep the Skull of Stars on top, but that's the thing. There are infinite possibilities. You can do anything. You just have to open your mind. You have to welcome it and manifest it, believe it, breathe it. Think it is going to be really important, because I feel like Leos are big talkers. And it's not that you don't walk the walk, but you don't have the thought, okay? You're not really, like, that's not how you think in your head. Your head is way darker of a place than you make it look like on fucking Facebook or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You may act positive and post positive, and you think like, yep, that's going to bring positivity, but it's truly in your mind. It's not just about what you put out there. That is a very important step. And again, I think Leos are really good at that. We're really good at knowing what to say to people. Really good at, I would say, not avoiding conflict, but I can't think of many Leos that's cause a lot of conflict. You know, some of them I think are extreme fire in that sense, but a lot of them are pretty chill. So you definitely have the right exterior, but it has to be interior. Okay, so here's the thing, blind spots. Things you don't see coming. Intrusive thoughts. Other people. Lies. Karma. Stuff coming back to bite you in the ass. okay? Anything's possible. But there are, I don't want to say boundaries or blockades, but maybe just traffic cones, okay? So you have to envision what's coming, but you won't ever really see what's coming. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm just gonna end it. Whew, that was long. Sorry, guys. Hopefully see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.